Hello everyone, welcome. So if you're new here, my name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Victoria, Australia, so welcome. I go Facebook Live every Thursday night at 5, so super excited to be with you all here tonight. Hi Becky, hi Marion. How's everyone's week been? Hi Jeanette. So, as everyone pops on, please pop on and say hi. Hi Sylvia, welcome. You're in nice and early today. Hi Pam. So a little bit on this week. Let me have a quick refresh of what's been happening this week here in our household. The usual work as normal. I've also had, my daughter's had a cold or a flu. So she's been a little bit sick, so that's no good. Hi Lisa. And what do we had? My son graduated from Bendigo Senior last night, so that was really exciting. Unfortunately, we could only watch him online, but we got some wonderful photos today as well, so that was really nice. Becky's got an unwell child today. That's no good. Hopefully, it's pretty quick to get through. We've had crazy weather here in Victoria, so we've had Melbourne Cup Day was super hot. I think it was like 33 to 35, and then the last couple of days have been freezing, so it's really hard to pick. It's actually picked up a little bit this afternoon. Really windy today, but it's warmish now, so, and I think with the change of seasons, which is usually when I get sick, and I think that's why my daughter Dana's been sick with a cold as well. It is cold today. It was cold earlier. I've only just taken my jacket off, but I'm feeling it's not too bad, but I'll probably end up getting a little bit colder later on now that I've taken my jacket off. But I did start the day without a jacket, and it was a really bad idea because it was cold. Wind was crazy today, absolutely, Lisa. It was really windy out here. Okay, so what else has been happening? I've got my son's 19th birthday tomorrow, so that's super exciting. He's coming home and staying overnight, so we'll get to wake up with him for his birthday. What else has been going on? So the Melbourne Cup races was on this week as well. Did anyone have a bet? Did anyone win anything? I didn't even go in sweeps, so which is probably a good thing, because even if I do bet, I usually choose horses from the colours in the jockeys' shirts, and that never wins me anything. Sylvie said it's crazy warm but humid day today. Oh yeah, Tuesday I think it was Melbourne Cup Day. That was really hot, so I don't want it to get too hot too quick, because it's not good. But it feels like we're going into winter today, which I've said to a couple of customers today, because we had that real hot weather on Tuesday, and then the last few days have been really cold. So it sort of feels like we're going more into winter than summer. Hi Ingrid, welcome. How's your holidays? You're almost towards the end of the holidays. I hope you've had a really great time. Jeanette said first time she didn't bet. Yeah, I think it just sort of was a little bit different this year. It didn't feel like Melbourne Cup Day, but I really enjoyed the public holiday here in Victoria, so I'm not going to complain. Marion picked first and second. If only you had a bet. But it's good that you can pick a winner. That's really great. Okay, so I've got 7 on. I don't think I've really got anything else that we've been doing this week. I've been doing quite a bit of crafting. I've been trying to work out what's going to happen with my craft business over the next few months, and how I'm going to set up next year. So I'm going to make a few changes, which I'll tell you those throughout the video, but I'm super excited for those changes as well. But yeah, wasn't the same, absolutely not. Yeah, we usually watch the race at least, and we usually, we'll have a few bets. Personally, I grew up where, you do the sweeps at school, but my family never bet on races or any betting at all, and my husband's family always bet, and he didn't even have a look at the form guide to bet anything, so it's definitely a real different year this year. Holidays have been great, not thinking about going back, absolutely. We still got, what is it? I think we weren't due back from the United States till next week, so I think you've still got a week and a half or so, hopefully you can really get some quality relaxing time in that time before you have to head back to work. Okay, let's pop the camera down and let's show you what I've been crafting with this week. I'm super excited with a couple of projects that went live on both Facebook and YouTube this week. They're really great projects. They're 3D projects, which is even better than cards. So let's pop it down. Now, if you are new on the channel and you're watching, please make sure that you say hello, because then you'll go in the drawer as well for the card that we're creating today. And the card that we're creating today is the new card for the customers who purchase with me this month. So not only is it the customer card, but it's also part of a challenge. So a couple of weeks ago I did the Colour Splash with Wendy Cranford's Colour Splash challenge. I've gone with that challenge as well this week to create something. Ingrid said she's got 10 days left. I will enjoy those 10 days, absolutely. Sylvia said she watched my Mickey Mouse box on YouTube this morning. Gorgeous. Thank you. I'm really, really proud of it. And yeah, worked out really well. Okay, so we're going to start off with my Sunday's Facebook challenge. And this is one thing that's going to change next month. Everything stays the same this month. Next month changes a little bit. So it'll still be a Sunday Facebook challenge, but I'll also be doing a video tutorial, so a YouTube video tutorial with my Sunday Facebook challenge theme. Now, so I'm going to I've been doing really quite simple cards for my Sunday challenges, so I'm going to up and do a little bit more in-depth cards and projects. So you'll see something really exciting anyway. So on Sunday's theme was Winter Wonderland, and this is what I created. It's using the Come and Home bundle. I love this bundle. This is also a bundle where Stampin' Up are giving a certain amount, and I can't think of the exact amount, whether it's $4.50 for every stamp set sold, and it's going to a worthy cause of foster caring. So, which is a really lovely idea that Stampin' Up do this every year. Every catalogue or annual catalogue, they'll choose a stamp set and they give it to a cause, they give back. So that's really nice. So really simple card here. And you can see in that heart I've whacked a little bit of Winker Stella in and then gone over it with the glittery, shimmery crystal effects. So super cute, that little heart there. Really makes it stand out, I think. Oh, thanks everyone. I'm glad that you really enjoyed the Mickey Mouse box. And the thing is, you can do any character for that box. So let me show you the box. Actually, no, before we get there, we have to do Tuesdays first. So Tuesday, I did these gorgeous little tag kits. And these are a really great gift. You can do them for Kris Kringle or to give to a friend or family member. Very inexpensive, not extremely time consuming because they're pretty simple cards. It's using a really great bundle in the holiday catalogue called Wishes and Wonder. So this is Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive and Early Espresso. And then I've also done another colour combo, which is Just Jade, Night of Navy and Soft Suede. And I really love this set. It's not colours that I would normally pick up and use for Christmas, but it's super cute. I think this one's my favourite. What about you guys? Which one do you have as a favourite? Hi Renee, welcome. So very, very simple project. And you could use a lot of your scraps for these projects as well. And yeah, like I said, very inexpensive. So you can also vote for this project with Kylie Bertucci's International Highlights, blog highlights. If you go over to my blog post, head on to the vote, and then you can vote there for me. If you wish, you don't have to. I'm not trying to make everyone go over there and vote, but there's some really great designs over there as well. So at least go over and check out what everyone else has created. Oh, hi Fiona. How's your week been? Okay, so today on my YouTube channel was this gorgeous box, and I'm blog hopping or video hopping with the monthly global monthly video collab group, and this month's theme was gifts, and I created this gorgeous little Mickey Mouse box. Opens up, and you can fit quite a bit in this treat box, but also in the top we have a little gift card holder. So it's a double whammy. You could pop in a gift card, pop some biscuits or lollies or anything like that in there. Super cute. And the main thing I really wanted to show you was the paper piercing. Really simple technique. It can be a little bit time consuming, so all you need to do is just find a really great image of the character that you want to do, and then you just cut it out and trace it onto your cardstock and then create it that way. You also see at the end of the video I did a baby Yoda card for my son's girlfriend. She is Star Wars mad, and that was a super cute card as well. So you can do so many different designs, and I've showed you before, if you've been following me for a little while, I did show quite a while ago my scrapbook for my kids, and I showed you my daughter's page with Dora the Explorer, which I did quite a lot of different pages doing this technique with the kids, because when they were little, so my daughter's almost 22, my son's turning 19, and the things that they were into back then were not really readily available to scrapbook with here, so I had to create my own. So this is a really easy way to do it. Anyone can do it, but it is time consuming as well. Hi Ruth, glad you could join us. Okay, beautiful. Thanks everyone. Okay, so that is what is on my YouTube channel for this week. Now you may already see, if you follow me on any of my social medias, I've reached the 700 mark for YouTube, so that's super exciting. I'm still on my way to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. I've got a little under 2 months to do it, so you never know. We can always hope and pray and keep working towards it. So if you're not already subscribed to me, please go over and do that. Hit that little bell so it notifies you that I have a video out as well. And yeah, I'll give you lots of inspiration at least. Okay, so let's move on to our announcements. So we have the Joy to the World Paper Pumpkin Kit. Now this is available in the South Pacific right now. It was available the 3rd of November. It is a paper card kit for Christmas, and it has some really great cards in it. Very, very simple to pop together. The only thing you're going to need is an acrylic block. Everything else is included in as well. Sorry, let me start that again. Everything is included in the kit, besides the acrylic block and the adhesive, but your embellishments, your ribbon, there's glue dots and dimensionals all included with the kit. So super exciting. If you purchase this through me, so in my online store, this month I'm going to be doing a special at the end of the month. So on the 30th, Monday the 30th, I'm going to be doing another live. And for everyone who purchases with this kit with me, I'll send you an extra 3 card kits that we're going to pop together on the live. So if you're interested, this will be a really great kit for anyone who is a little bit crafty, wants to do something but doesn't have a lot of skills. This will be perfect for them. So it's a really great kit for a gift as well. Hi Rachel. What else? So the Curvy Celebrations is also available now, and this is a pre-release from the mini catalogue coming out in January. Now, super exciting because we're going to see some of the new catalogue things very soon for a lot of us who are demonstrators. Yes, absolutely, Ingrid. Someone who's just Christmas mad, and that's you. So this is going to be available now, but it's in the new catalogue coming out in January. So super exciting. There is a bundle as well as an extra stamp set and a designer series paper pack as well. So super cute for Christmas. Let me bring it in and just show you. So you have the bundle here that is flowers and birds, but then there's also a Christmas stamp set that matches with the framelits. So you can do a lot of Christmas scenes with that, and these are gorgeous colours ready for Christmas. cherry cobbler, Sahara sand, and shaded spruce. So really cute. And you can see that in my online store as well if you want a little bit more information on that. Now, I did just quickly mention on stage, this starts tonight, actually starts at 5:30, so I'm going to miss a little bit of it, but it runs through tonight, tomorrow, so Friday and Saturday. So this is a demonstrator only event, and it's showing the new catalogue. So I'm going to have heaps of little things that I'm going to be able to show you soon enough. I did purchase a swag bag with Stamping Up product, but it hasn't arrived yet. But as soon as I get it, I will be showing you. So stay with me for that one. I've already seen some of the stuff in it, so it's super exciting. But on stage is coming. And also on my social media, I have put this out. So if you're new to Stamping Up, new to card making or paper crafting, email me and let me know. I'd love to send you out a card and just a little bit of information on Stamping Up products and how Stamping Up works, and just a little bit about me as well, because I do a lot of free classes and lives and tutorials that you can all get onto and really enjoy your paper crafting with as well. So if you're interested or you know of anyone that's interested, please give them my email and get them to send me an email, and I'll send out a card with some information. Now, also in that pack, I have a new calendar ready. So this is November's calendar, and then I have into December, and there is a few things changing. So I'll be doing the Sunday video tutorials. We're also looking at the blog hops that I'm part of. I'll be doing a video tutorial for those. I'm going to be doing a workshop each month and looking at card classes as well. So if you haven't already signed up for my newsletter, please go over to my blog and sign up for that. That's going to have all the information on the upcoming events. I'll let you know here, but you'll get to know all those information a lot faster on my newsletter. So please go over and try that out. Okay. So everyone who purchases with me this month, so we have a new host code. So this month we have also a new bundle tutorial, and I just printed this out this afternoon. So let you have a bit of a quick look through. Gorgeous cards in here. Getting ready for Christmas for sure. So if you need a little bit of Christmas crafting inspiration, this is going to be perfect for you. So anyone who purchases with me during the month of November will receive this pack. People who are part of my team, the Inky Stampers, also received this for free. And let me show you the card that I created that's in this tutorial bundle. So it's using the Tag Buffet stamp set. Super cute. Very traditional in colours as well, so I really like that. Okay. So I did just say that next month I'll be adding a few extra things in. I'm taking a few videos out, so I won't be doing Tuesday and Thursday every single week, just so I can keep up with everything. But next month is a free card class. Now, it's using the Gnome for the Holidays, which is one that I actually sent out as for interest, I think last month or the month before, but I'm doing this as a free workshop. So anyone who purchases this one, you'll have 3 cards that we're going to create on the night. And let me just have a quick look. I think that's Wednesday the 18th we're going to be doing this one. So yeah, if you would like to join in the card class, this month is going to be free for November, but I'll be doing card classes from then on with different products. Okay. Now also, when you do shop with me, you're going to get yourself not only the bundle tutorial, but I also have this card here that we're going to create tonight. This is the customer card. So Wendy Cranford had a colour splash of, let me show you the colours. Night of Navy, Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay and Silver. So, which are a very wintry, cold colours. So this is the card that we're going to create. I'm choosing actually to change this up a little bit. When I was looking at it this afternoon, I thought, I'm not real keen on it. So I want to change this out a little bit, and as we craft, we'll change it out and see which one you like the best. So for this card, we're going to use the Merry Moose bundle, which has a little punch with it. This is a returning product. It was available last Christmas, so you may already have this in your stash. It's a really great set to have. Fiona, no, you don't have to have the stamp set to join in this month, but next month it'll be for people who pay. Yeah. All right, so stitched shape framelits, we're going to use that second largest and the largest. There we go. We have the stitched star dies, and this is a really great die set. There's so many different stars in this set, perfect for the holidays. And I'm going to use this, it's one of the medium ones, so there's a small one, a medium, and then a really large one. Now for the background on this card, this one here, I've actually heat embossed in silver embossing powder. You may know that I've done this before. Let me see if I can grab that card. I'm pretty sure I've got it in my stash here. Yeah. So I created these ones last month with Spectacular September, and we're going to do the same technique with the embossing for this card here. So we're going to try with this one. So let's bring all the crafting supplies in. Now stay tuned, because at the end of it I'll do the draw for last week's card. And for anyone who doesn't remember what last week's card was, this is the card that we created last week using Campology stamp set. Okay, so Coastal Cabana Cardbase. So we're basically sticking with the colours from the Colour Splash combo and adding some white in there as well. If you only have that one, that's great. Well, you'll be able to join in for this month. Craft along. Okay, so we have pieces as well. Now the only thing that was pre-done is I have the rectangle stitched cut out, and actually had this in my scrap paper pile, and I grabbed it and I thought I'm going to use that. So I actually had two of them, so I didn't have to do any cuttings, which is really great. So we're going to work on our matting piece with the Whisper White, and I've used the thick Whisper White just to make it easy for me, because we're running it through the embossing folder. It can tend to warp it a little bit with just the regular Whisper White. Hi Tricia, welcome. 6:24. Yeah, you better go and make a cuppa. Absolutely. That's super early. So I have the embossing folder here, and this is the, oh, what's it called? Oh, let me have a quick look. That's just gone completely out of my head. Winter Snow embossing folder is the one we're using for this one. And so you get two different effects when you do this technique. So one gives you, if you ink up one side of your embossing folder, and then if you ink up the other side, it'll give you your other effect. So I believe we're going to ink up the Stampin' Up sides, the one that has that little Stampin' Up logo on it. And I didn't write it down when I actually created this card, so I'm hoping that I remember correctly, but we'll wait and see. So I've got my Versamark ink pad, and all I'm going to do is add some Versamark to the embossing folder. And I want to get some good coverage on the folder. Hi Deirdre. So I'm going to pop that in. And I'll bring my stamp and cut and emboss machine through. How's everyone's card making going with Christmas? Have you got it all done? Halfway finished? Fully finished? Haven't started? Okay. So I believe I need 1 and 2 3s. Yep. So it's a thin embossing folder, so we don't need that other plate. So here's where the magic comes in. We're going to bring the silver embossing powder in. Sylvia hasn't started. Deirdre's getting there. Oh, well, I must admit, I haven't really started either. I've started thinking. I think thinking is good. Yeah, so that was the right side. So the Stampin' Up logo side to get this effect. So I'm just going to add the silver powder. I actually had to order some stamps for the post office yesterday, and I'm not sure how many stamps we're going to go through, Christmas stamps, because last year we bought a whole heap because the year before we ran out and it was really hard to get any more stamps or Christmas stamps from our distribution centre. And last year we used hardly any, so we had a whole heap left over. And we were umming and ahhing whether how many we're going to need this year. I think a lot of people are really not sending a lot of cards, and especially Christmas cards. It's getting less and less each year. But we did order some more, so hopefully people will send Christmas cards this year. If not, maybe I'll just have to send more. We'll have to wait and see. Lisa says she's just started. Fiona has that embossing folder. It is really pretty. I do really love wintry scenes, so it was a must-have for me. Even though we don't have any snow here where I live, but it sort of feels like it's coming off snow sometimes. So, okay, so I'm just going to bring in just a tool to hang on to it while I heat emboss. So we're going to heat this with the heat tool until it becomes really shiny and melts. Yes, Lisa, people do send texts rather than cards. It's very sad. Hi Gail, welcome. I've already got some Christmas stamps already, Becky, so you're welcome anytime. I was surprised that the stamps didn't go up this year, so they stayed at 65 cents, which is fantastic, because we did have excess from last year. I think it's always a worry that the postage stamps go up. A lot of people do send cards on Facebook, you're right, Deirdre, yes. Or the e-cards. They used to be really popular there at one stage, e-cards. Nothing beats Happy Mail, that's for sure. So I thought this side being more in the silver embossing powder would look really good, but you could certainly do the other side if you didn't want to use so much embossing powder. it'd look really nice with just the snowflakes in the silver. But I really wanted it to stand out with the shimmer and glitter. Okay, so I think I have everything. Yep, that looks good. Now you can sort of see there's a little bit mist in that corner, but you won't really notice it once you pop your card together. The other thing you could do too is you could run a sponge sprayer over, or a sponge dauber or a sponge, and colour in your snowflakes as well if you wanted to colour them in blue maybe. I don't know. I really like the effect of just the silver and white there. Okay, so we have a little bit of stamping that we're going to do, and also a little bit of die cutting, and I think we might do the die cutting first with our circles. So I have a piece of Night of Navy for our large circle. We have a piece of Whisper White for our second largest circle, and then yep, that's all we need. So let me bring in the machine again. Marion says she prefers a card in the letterbox and opening for the surprise. Yeah, look, I view cards like presents themselves, so you really can't go past getting a lovely card in the mail. So we have those two. I'm also going to pop that star in with the silver foil. So I'm excited to show you how I'm going to change this card from my sample. I'm actually going to bring in a piece of ribbon, and instead of embossing the mousse on the bottom there, because it sort of blends all in, we're going to punch out one in the silver foil, which I think is going to look really good. Lisa's still waiting for her stamp and emboss machine. Delivery's taking so long. Lisa, can I tell you, 100% agree with you. My onstage swag bag that I ordered got to Melbourne Distribution Centre on Tuesday, and they're saying that it's not going to be delivered to me until the 16th. Very, very disappointed. Hopefully it comes earlier than that, because I think 2 weeks at the distribution centre is terrible. I'm not sure what they're doing. But I understand, you know, a few days being delayed, but 2 weeks? That's crazy. Is yours sitting in Melbourne too? That seems to be where the problem is, I think. Because mine left Sydney really quickly. But, yeah. Yeah, Sylvia, it's crazy. And I'm really disappointed, because I think I'm definitely going to end up with Onstage being over, and then my swag bag box is going to arrive. And I think it's more disappointing, and I shouldn't complain, but it's more disappointing because I see, you know, you've got New Zealand demonstrators have got theirs, and Tasmania's demonstrators have got theirs, and even here in Victoria, even more rural than myself are getting them. So I don't know. I'm really trying not to think badly of Australia Post. You never know, it might turn up tomorrow. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Maybe they've miscalculated. Anyway. Okay, so we have the Coastal Cabana piece. Oh, yours has been in Melbourne for a week. I wonder what they're doing there then. That is crazy. Let me bring that in. So I'm going to use Bermuda Bay to do our little stars. So in that stamp set, there is quite a few different images. We have a raccoon, a solid and a detailed moose, a scarf, star, a hat, 2 different Christmas trees, a bauble, and a 3 set of gifts. So this is a really great Christmas set, and the sentiments are fantastic as well. Really scripty writing, which I think is really beautiful for Christmas. So we've gone with one of the sentiments, but you could change it to whatever if you were doing this one at home. And all I'm going to do is, if that little star, I'm going to stamp randomly all the way around, stamping off as well. Something just fell on the ground. And I thought this just added a little bit of extra interest. Not really necessary, but stars are cute for Christmas. And if you didn't have all that embossed image on the background, if you went with the other side, you could maybe even emboss these with the silver. That would look really good. This is a really nice colour combo though. So is everyone using traditional colours for your Christmas cards, or are you doing a mixture, or going more with contemporary? I like the look of contemporary. I just seem to choose more traditional normally to craft with. Okay, done. So I have the sentiment, and we're going to stamp that in the Night of Navy. And then I'm going to bring in my little Whisper White circle. And in that stamp set, there's 2 tree sizes, so a larger one and a smaller one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off the larger one. I didn't do too well on this one here, so I want to do a little bit better. And I'm just going to mask off on one side. So I'm using the top of the sticky note with this one. Actually, I should have stamped that in the Coastal Cabana. It's not going to work too well because I've got the small one. That's what I'll just do down here. I took my large post-it notes off my desk and took them out to the office today. Didn't put them back. So let's just cut this one out. I only really need to mask off this area here, so it's not that big of a deal. So just quickly cut this out. Mixture for Lisa. Marion says mixed colours. Some tradie also for certain people. You'd almost be finished though, Marion, wouldn't you? You like to get in, get it all done early. Okay. So we're going to bring in the Coastal Cabana. We're going to stamp our trees in both those colours. I just want to clean off that stamp a little because I had it in the Bermuda Bay. So I want a large tree for the middle of our Whisper White piece. So it's going to sit in the front. Marion thought she was, but she's been asked to do more. Well, that's nice. And I really do need to step out this one as well. And this is not necessary. If you're going to make quite a few, it really doesn't matter because you can see here that I didn't mask off that side. Didn't really like the look of it, but it's not that big of a deal. It's a handmade card, so you don't want it to look absolutely perfect. I don't think so anyway. So we're going to pop this one down. There we go. So bringing in that smaller little tree. And we're going to do first and second generation for our tree. So I'm going to pop a little one down here. And I'm going to ink up again because I've stamped off and the ink would have not transferred on all of the stamps. So there would have been ink on some parts but not all. So we're going to go back in, ink up, stamp off. And then I'm just going to stamp a couple on the background to give that fuller effect of trees in the background. There we go. I'm going to do the same with this one. So inking back up again, stamping off, putting a few in the background. I want another one just at the very top in the background. Beautiful. Didn't line that up very well, did I? That's all right, we can fix that. So we've just filled it in a little bit more. Cute. Let's start popping some of this together and then I'll show you something that we're going to do a little bit differently. So as you can see, you don't really even need that mask too much because I didn't cut it out too well. But I was able to just go back over again and fix it up. So let's do a little bit of gluing. I'm going to use some liquid adhesive for this one. We're not popping this part up, but we are going to pop up our little moose. Also not going to pop up our embossed piece. Because it's embossed, you really want to make sure that you've got good coverage of adhesive. So whether you use tear and tape, this liquid adhesive, or the Stamp and Seal, that would work really well as well. You just want good coverage. The lighting looks to be okay. Hopefully I've sorted the lighting issues out. We're also going to just pop this one down with some liquid adhesive. So this is from the Stitched Rectangle dies. There we go. We're going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. And I've gone through a ton of these in the last couple of weeks. I've actually ordered more. So lots of dimensionals on the back. I don't want it to sag at all. One thing, if you're going to send cards in the mail and you're popping them up on anything, make sure you pop enough dimensionals on them that it's not going to sag in any areas, because when it goes through the post, it can be a little bit rough, and you don't want to spend all this time doing cards and then when it gets to the recipient, it's squished a little bit. So make sure you use plenty. Okay. So instead of using the Bermuda Bay mousse, I'm going to bring in a little bit of more of the silver foil. I just want to quickly punch out one of those. Okay. So I think that's going to look really cute there. But we also need to tie in a little bit more of the colour. And I was going through my ribbon collection and I found this one here. Now this is from the Playing with Patterns trim combo kit. It's 3 in 1, 3 rolls of ribbon in the one pack, and this is Night of Navy, so I think this would look really great. And because it's really thin as well, I think that would look and sit really well on top of the mousse around his neck. I was wondering how I was going to use this because it is so small or thin. I'll just cut off those ends. Yeah, so there's 2 other ribbon spools with that set. Oh yes, that's going to look really great. So our sentiment, I'm just going to cut with my larger scissors. I do struggle cutting in a straight line, but long-handled scissors actually make it a little bit easier. Make into a scarf, you certainly could. I've tied it now, so it'll be fine. That looks even, I think. So we're going to bring our star in and we're going to pop this up on top of the star. So I'm going to pop in a couple of dimensionals there. I'm going to use a glue dot just to stick that one down, using the glue dot for our ribbon as well. So if you don't use a lot of these glue dots, these are really great adhesive to have in your toolkit. Great for ribbon, great for embellishments, and they're really quite small. You can actually give a little bit more dimension to your projects using glue dots just by rolling them. That does help to add a little bit extra dimension when you're using glue dots. So popping that one down, let's pop on his ribbon. And I'm actually going to roll that in half, just so it's not sticking out from the side. That's really thin ribbon. Okay, now because our silver foil is quite thin, I think I might just punch it out of the Bermuda Bay and just add a little bit of extra strength to the mousse. It's certainly not going to hurt him. We could even offset that. What do you think? Should we offset it? I might just glue this one down. I did this one earlier, just before I come live, to see whether it'd look all right. So I'm going to attach that one. Let me know, should I offset it or just pop it straight down on top of each other? Looks good offset. Like the offset. I'm going to glue this one down. Offset. Okay, I think we're going to go offset, everyone. Definitely offset. You like the original mousse, Fiona? Really? Oh, I thought it was too much. I'm going to go over the top of him. I could offset. No, I'm just going to go straight over the top because of the embossing. Looks a little funny. I thought he washed out a little bit with the embossing, and maybe it would have looked better being in the Night of Navy instead of Bermuda Bay. Do you guys make cards and then not really like them and try and change them up a little bit too? I do it a lot. I think my original thought doesn't always turn out, my original thought doesn't always turn out how the card turns out, so you sort of have to go with it. So let's offset him a little. So cute. Marion says yes all the time. A lot goes west. So we're going to use some dimensionals on the back of him as well, just to give him a little bit of pop-up. I'm going to use a bone to the edge as well. Doesn't need to be quite a full one near his face. So his little legs are going to stick off, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Love it. And that's really shining up on the camera too. Just hitting the light in the right spot, I think. Awesome. Let me just clean up really quickly, and then we're going to do the draw for that card from last week. So while I have your attention as well, if you haven't liked, commented or shared, please do, and you can do that on my YouTube channel as well. That'll go live tomorrow if you need to see anything again. So that's the card that we created last week. Love the rustic browns and neutrals there. And I've got everyone's name in there. Got a few clumped up. Let me just unclump a few. Yeah, there's a few clumped up there. So good luck, everyone. Sylvia, well done. So I'll send this off tomorrow. Next week I'm going to do another Christmas card, but it's going to be a little bit out of my style. It's going to be a really bright, funky one. So let me just bring the camera up really quickly. Yeah, so we'll be using a lot of bright, fun colours. So what have I got? I think it's Pumpkin Pie, Granny Apple Green, Magenta Madness, I think it might be Bermuda Bay, and Daffodil Delight, I think, or Crushed Curry. So it's going to be exciting. Oh, beautiful. Excellent. Thanks, everyone. So yeah, I'll be back next Thursday, so hopefully you can join me for that. For everyone that's doing the on-stage, enjoy. I hope everyone enjoys on stage. It's so exciting to see new product, and I know it just feels like the last catalogue's come out, but that's what's exciting. We get new catalogues all the time. Okay, yeah, thank you very much for everyone. Don't forget, I've reached 700 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed, please go over and do that as well. Yeah, exciting. All right, everyone, have a great week, have a great weekend, and yeah, we've got my son's birthday tomorrow, so we're going out for tea, so that's exciting, especially during these times where we haven't been able to go out too often, so I'm excited to go out and eat. I'm all about food. You're welcome, Rachel, no problem. Thanks, Ingrid. All right, everyone, have a great week, and I'll see you all next week. All right, bye.